Welcome to Ohio Hobbies. We got another box of pennies to hunt, and it's that time. We got our Lincoln penny mat with all the varieties we can look for, and then some. I do look for more than that. But we've also got my Lucky Smiley still sitting here. It's done pretty good for me still. And the box is from Consumers National Bank. They are not a sponsor. Maybe someday they will be. But right now, we're getting ready to crack this thing open to at least make sure that it is, in fact, circulated. There it is. It's open. And the verdict is looking circulated. Most definitely. So, as usual, we are going to be looking for wheat, varieties, and that ever elusive Indian head that I've yet to find. Someday I'm going to get that Indian head out of one of these boxes. As usual, let me get gloves up, and we're going to start cracking these rolls open to see what we can find. All right, 50 rolls. Let's get going. Well, roll number 3, and we're going to have our first finds of the box. First find out of that roll was the Canadian. We got a 1966. And we have our first wheat. It is 1953 out of Denver. Roll number 5 gives us 2 finds. They were both obverse up, so we've seen them. 1946 out of Philly. And 1957 out of Denver. Roll number 7. And it was obverse up, numbers up, date up. So we already seen this in 1939. And actually in pretty decent shape for a 1939. Well, at least the front was. The back not so much. It's got a nice ding right there on the side. And then one on the opposite side there. And a little bit of dirt. But either way, we have a 1930s in the box. Roll 11. We get one wheat side up, so we get to see it together. Look at that. I got a hair on my finger. Let's see if we can get rid of that hair. Jeez. Okay. There we go. It looks a little slicker, a little more worn, but we'll see. Oh, 1946. All right. So we have 2 1946s now, both out of Philly. That's unique. Very next roll, roll number 12. We got our second Canadian of the box, 1980. There we go. Roll 16 gives us a wheat side up, wheat penny, or wheat cent, whatever you want to call it. It's looking a little worn. Maybe it's a little older. 1945. That gives us 2 46s and a 45. Wow, I'll take that. We got a 30s, 3 in the 40s, and only 2 in the 50s. It's looking like it could be a good box. Let's go. Next roll. This happens to be that very next roll. I was getting them laid out. I usually take about half the stack and go through them. This was the ender. Look at that thing. Look at the glow on that. That is a beautiful coin. It's barely got a mark on it. And that is a 55 San Francisco. Look at that. It's got a fingerprint on the front, or thumbprint. But other than that, that thing is an absolute beautiful coin. I would take those every day, all day long, and not even think twice about it. That is fantastic. I am all but certain that that thing will upgrade this book. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if I even have the 55S. If I can get this thing open. Okay. Actually, I do have a 55S, and it's in nice condition already. So we're going to be adding another one to the collection. I'll compare them. I might even pop that one out and take a look at the back, but I'm not seeing the fingerprints on the front of this one. So I got excited. I thought maybe it was something for the book, but either way, I will take it. Roll 19, and we've got another wheat on the board. It was already obverse up, so I seen 56 Denver. I'm not mad. It goes right there between the 55S and that 57, also out of Denver. Roll 23, and we actually have an ender. I went ahead and opened them up, and we'll take a look. Right here it is. It is our third Canadian of the box, 1976. And there it goes. We'll see what else is in this roll. Roll 24, and we get another wheat. 1958 out of Denver. We'll add it right there. Last year of the wheats. This is roll 27, and I brought you in just because this laid out in the back. It is our fourth Canadian of the box in 1976. Roll 27 gives us another wheat. Wheat's up, so we can see it together. 57, out of Denver. One. It's got a 1964 Canadian in it. That's our fifth Canadian of the box, but this one's a young head. There it is. We can add a young head right up there to the collection. Roll 32 is going to have another Canadian in it yet. 1980. Number 6 of the box. Roll 33, and it looks like we're on a Canadian streak here. Number 7 of the box, 2001. $35, obverse up. I've already seen it. It is 1956 Denver. Roll 39, give us another one obverse up. And it's a 1945 out of Philly. Pretty ugly though. It's beat up and it's dirty. But it is a 1945. That's another 40s we can add to the collection. Roll number 41, and I just opened it up and seen the edge here. We have yet another Canadian. So 1984. Canadian number 8. Very same roll as the Canadian. And I was going through them. And I just found this one right here. Sticking up. Oh, what is that, a 1919? I believe that's a 1919S or 1919 Philadelphia. I think just the right angle you can catch. That's an S. It is a 1919 S. Okay. That is a 1919 S. Right there's the mint mark. That's the 1, the 9. We just found a 1919 S. Unbelievable. That's one for the books. I'm pretty sure I need that one. I was right. There it is right there. It's going to fill a spot. The 1919 S. Roll 43 is going to give us a dirty wheat. And it's very, very red. Very red underneath the dirt. And it is another S? Nope, 1944D. So we're adding a 1944D. Oh, that one goes there. What we got? Oh, got a couple 45s that are unstacked. There we go. Now we got it. We're back on track. Okay, let's go ahead and get this penny box wrapped up, get it out of the way, and hunt some halves. Okay, so we'll start off right here. This stack is our S-mints for the box, not counting the wheats. We have a 73, 74, a really dirty 74, another 74, 73, and a 70. Not too bad. We'll take 6 S-mints for the box. We have a stack of 3, 6, 7, 8 60 Ds that I will check later at a later date for the small date, large date. I believe it's D over D, some other stuff going on with them. 59s, we have 5 no mules. 2009s, we had 3 presidentials. We have 5 professional life, 4 formative years, 3 birth and early childhood. We'll come back to this one in a minute. We have 8 Canadians, including the 1 young head from 64. Over here is just 4 that I believe may upgrade what I already have in my book. We have 58 Denver, 2 57s, 2 56s, the 55S that's in really nice shape, but unfortunately doesn't even upgrade my book. The, let's see, 53 Denver, the 46s, both from Philadelphia. These are both 45s from Philadelphia. A 44 Denver, that's very red. The 39, and then the great find of the box, the 1919 out of San Francisco, that does in fact fill a hole in my book. So absolutely, I am very happy to find that. And last but not least, let's go ahead and put this one under the mic. It is a 2000 that I happen to be checking for the wide AM. I did not find the wide AM, but I did manage to find a very nice example of a die crack. Right down through there. It does go through the top of the memorial and into that section of the memorial there. So it is a very, very nice example of a die crack. I'm sure that die didn't survive much after that strike. But that will be one that I will certainly be adding to my collection. But for now, that is the wrap up for this hunt. I can't beat a 1919 S, that's for certain. Well, it can be beaten, but for this hunt, that's awesome. That is my favorite by far. Alright, as usual, if you would, give me a thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe, turn on the bell notification, that way you're notified each and every single time I post a video and you never miss anything coming up. Down in the description, you will find my email address if you want to send me an email. Below that, you will find my P.O. box if you are interested in sending any items my way. Below that, if you are willing, able, and have the means to help support the channel, I accept donations at my PayPal address, which is listed below that. All right, that is it. I want to thank you ever so much for watching another hunt of mine. And as always, get your hobby on. Bam.